Many Saints of Newark. Are you guys getting a screener, or is that going to be like...
I feel like if we were going to, we might have already.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you've ever watched Sopranos. I'm a huge fan.
Of course.
Okay.
Everybody watched Sopranos.
Sopranos was such an incredibly influential show. We would not have stuff like Breaking Bad or
absolutely.
Mad Men or many of the other things that spawned from those because of The Sopranos. That really did change the face of TV.
It did.
And really presenting us with I'll get into this right now. Presenting us with a character...
Especially
who's a villain.
The whole, rooting for the villain.
Yeah. And with Tony Soprano, it's like, before we had Walter White, before we had,
Mackie.
Oh, yeah, from The Shield. Yeah. I feel like people, for some reason, have forgotten about The Shield.
I know.
That's such a great show.
Mm-hmm.
But, chat, I've talked about Sopranos on my own channel, and I'm a huge fan. I have all the seasons on Blu-ray, but James Gandolfini's performance as Tony, let me get a good picture of him right here. Always looking miserable. Is absolutely incredible. Whereas Martin said, we were cheering for the villain, this mob guy who is trying to control both of his family, his real life family, which is incredibly dysfunctional, cheating on his wife. He has 2 kids who are spoiled rotten, but also trying to maintain his criminal empire. It's a fascinating story, and we are about to see the prequel for that when he was a young man in the 1970s, where we're going to finally get into, because, I'm going to get into the weeds here. He is very attached to his nephew, Christopher, in the series, played by Michael Imperioli. And one of the big reasons for that was because he was one of his closest father figures, which I think his dad's being played by John Bernthal.
Really?
In the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not bringing back a lot of the original actors that did like the flashback stuff, but it's that.
Yeah.
But his big father figure was Dickie Moltisanti, who was Christopher's father. And we always heard stories about him in the series.
Yeah.
How Dickie did this, and he was a fucking great guy. And your father, let me tell you about him. And I love that, but we'll go ahead and watch the trailer. And man, I love that trailer. When we see Dickie, it's just like, you're just like fucking Christopher. And which makes sense because Christopher was an alcoholic and he was a drug abuser and things, and seems to be the father. And Tony just, because he was so young, he had this idyllic vision of what his uncle or his father figure was.
I wonder if I can talk to you alone for a moment, Mrs. Soprano.
That is James Gandolfini's son playing him, which I think is so cool. I don't know if he's acted anything before, but I'm like, shit, he's a spitting image of his father, so hopefully he'll be...
The results tell us. He's a leader.
Man, I'm going to say one thing. We'll keep watching the trailer, but the perfect casting of Vera Farmiga as Tony's mother, Lydia Soprano, who... one of the greatest villains. I mean, it's a series with villains, but she was the worst. How she just decimated people on that show, manipulating everybody, guilting people. And the original, I forget the original actress's name, sadly passed away while making the show. And she was going to be such a bigger role. And man, they did her dirty too with that CGI head and everything. I mean, that was back in the day when they didn't know how to use that technology. But
yeah, it felt like they were really building to showcase her in the second season, and then she was gone.
She was gone, sadly, and yeah, she was so great. But yeah, having Vera Farmiga as the character is good, and we're going to see more of her. So I can't wait to see that.
Nephew goes. I'm listening. Stay out of his life.
Man,
Great cast.
great trailer. What's your opinions on The Sopranos, and are you excited for this movie?
I am not as excited as you. I don't know if anybody is.
I get it.
And there's that part of me that doesn't want to go back. Because we know where this is going to
the ending. I understand. Yeah, I get that. That's fair.
And the actor,
The guy who's playing Dickie.
yeah.
He also got Corey Stoll as Junior.
Yeah. No. I'm excited about Corey Stoll. I saw his name in the credits.
Let me look it up really quick.
His name, Nicol Alessandro?
I'll get up right here. Yeah, this is an all-star cast of people. They got a lot, and they got Ray Liotta in this too. Which again, Ray Liotta's like, I don't know, I can go either way.
Well,
I can go either way.
Ray Liotta, he's either always a cop or a gangster.
Yeah, it's true.
But I do love Ray Liotta.
Yeah. I mean, again, you see me think of Goodfellas. Of course, he's going to be in a mob movie.
Yeah.
Hope he's just good. Let me see. Dicky Montesanti, Alessandro Nivola.
Nivola, that's it. Alessandro Nivola.
Yeah. So he's playing Christopher Moltisanti's father, played by Michael Imperioli in the original series. We always heard about Dicky and how Tony loved him and how he was great, but as we're seeing the trailer, he's like, you're just as bad as Christopher, it seems.
Sure.
Maybe a little more competent. Definitely doesn't have that beak of a nose. But so you're just, is that just the reason because we know how The Sopranos inevitably ends, which sadly has a really bad ending where it just cuts to black? Is that just kind of what's preventing you from being, I get it, from being like really excited, because also David Chase coming back to direct it, and he was, the showrunner on that for so long. So
Right. Yeah, I it's one of those things where that last episode just left such a bad taste in my mouth.
I understand.
That acknowledging what a great show The Sopranos was, it keeps me from being excited.
Yeah.
This looks cool. What am I going to say? Alessandro Nivola, there is something about him where I don't think he's a bad actor, and at the same time, he's never been charismatic to me.
All right. Yeah. And Dickie's supposed to be the most charismatic character of Tony's life.
Exactly. So I'm a little nervous about that.
All right. No, that's fair. I'm not too familiar with him as an actor. I'm just going to see
he's
what
in Jurassic Park 3. He's in Face Off.
He plays Nicolas Cage's little brother. That's what he is. Pollux Troy. That's what he plays.
Pollux Troy. What was that recent movie with Jesse Eisenberg?
Let's see here.
Way of the Fist or something.
Oh shit! I don't know.
I really hated that.
I'm
movie.
looking right now. I know you're talking. The Art of Self-Defense.
Way of the Fist. I'm thinking that's Danny McBride. The hell am I thinking?
It's funny because people have been telling me to watch that movie because they say, you'll love it. And so to hear to say that you really hated it, that's interesting. He's also working on a David O. Russell project right now. But yeah, he's been in. He's Pollux. Jesus. And he's at a disadvantage working against opposite Nicolas Cage, who's so over exaggerated.
Actually, I liked him in Face Off.
Yeah, Face Off is such a great movie. Actually, I don't want to do a bad movie review of Face Off. I want to do like a retro movie review of Face Off someday. That'd be really fun. Hear the dogs scratch and chat, so it's at that point. But yeah, no, I just want that's a great one to end on, Chad. Just talk about Many Saints of Newark and Sopranos and whether or not we're excited. And I totally understand why you feel the way you do. And I think a lot of people, Sopranos fans, feel that way. So I get it.
It could totally win me over.
Yep. Hope for the best. Yeah. So we'll see, Chad.